Alright, I'm back here. We'll just have to splice these together. Anyway, what we've done here, in fact, this reminds me of something here. I checked the APU and I got the right gear door open. I want to close that before I get there. The only way to close this is from A system. So we got to do, put a B system pump on. That powers up the airplane hydraulically. And then we're going to open the ground interconnect and pressurize A system using B system's pump, and that'll close that gear door. Now we'll watch here. It better. That's where somebody stuck it. There it goes. Alright. Close the ground interconnect because I don't want that open. And I don't need hydraulics for motor and the engines. So there we go. Now, to motor the motors. Now we're going to use air pressure to turn the starters. And it's not as bad as it sounds. First of all, let's make sure we're not going to hurt ourselves. Parking brakes on. Now the engine's not going to start, so it's not that big a deal. Here's your start switches up here. It says engine start 1, 2, and 3. All you got to do is lift the gate, put them on ground, which opens the start valve. Okay. As soon as the start valve opens, then the duct pressure up there in the corner is going to drop off, and I'm watching for that. And then I'll be watching for the RPM indicators here. We're going to hold it for, I don't know, 60 seconds or so. Okay, ready? Engine number 1. Start. Duct pressure's down. As you can see, N2 is turning there. Well, not much. There's N1 turning. You can see the top gauge there is N1. I can feel little vibrations, so apparently the engine's turning. Ran it in 2 gauges. Right there, I think. I don't know how long that's been. How long ago. Alright, let's close the start valve. You watch the pressure up there in the corner recover. There it goes. The top row of gauges there, look at the oil pressure gauge on number 1 engine. That's how much quantity was lied to. As it slows down, it'll pick some of it back up. But that's why we motor them before we put oil in them. Alright. Let's go to number 2. And go to ground. Start valve opens. Number 2, the lower gauge there, start to turn. 10%. N1's turning. Much, doesn't need to. Now if you're going to start the engines, the only thing we do at this point is add fuel and ignition, and the engine can start. So, we don't need to be doing that today. And it usually settles down there about 20% or so on the starter. Let it sit for a few seconds. It's pretty cold outside. I don't know what it is outside. It's probably 10 degrees, maybe 5. So the engine oil is pretty thick. It takes a while for it to stabilize. Okay, let's release the starter. Start valve closes. Duct pressure recovers. And the N2 drops off. Alright. Go to engine number 3. Go to ground. Start valve opens. N2 starts to pick up. The orange lights on the bottom there, the 3 of them in a row, are the pilot's indicators for oil pressure. So after it cranks for a period of time, that number 3 light should go out. It'll take a few seconds to cool as it is. There it goes. So now we have oil pressure number 3 engine. before we start the airplane, we want to make sure that that's correct. This airplane is about as basic as you're going to get today. Nothing automated on it. Everything's done by the engineer and by the pilots. Most of what I'm doing right now would be done by the engineer, by the way. Alright. Let's sit for a few more seconds. I think they tell you 60 seconds. They want you to roll in. Alright. Release the start valve. Start valve closes. Oil pressure lamp will come back on. See if it's slowing down. There it goes. And the duct pressure has recovered up there. We're back to 40 psi, the center gauge there. And look at the oil levels. Oh my. Time to add some oil. Alright. That's how you do a motoring on the aircraft. And like I said, the only difference when you want to start them is right here. This is your fuel and ignition. As these are brought up, the first thing that happens about here, the engines get ignition. And as you continue to pull them up, they get fuel. So they already can have ignition before they get fuel. That's how you want this to work, right? So, anyway, there is your cold dark motoring of a 727. Real beast, man. So, anyway, Ozark Patriot, I'm out.